All praise to the creator, nobody else. So this is something I do want to address. Um, it's nothing. I'm not picking on anybody particularly. So this is just one of the messages that's really meant for people in general, and particularly folks that get married and have kids. So I must start off saying that for all you brothers and sisters out there, I know exactly how you feel, what you're going through when the system comes steal your kids, because that's what they're doing. They're stealing your kids, regardless of the situation that is in your household, regardless if it's the wife or the husband that may have some health issues or even mental issues. And usually it is health issues. The government tries to find a way to take your sons and daughters. They want your sons more. And I can speak on experience because, as people know, the government they had took my two sons. We've been fighting for a long time, tried to get them back. And when they couldn't pick on me because they had nothing on me, and they made it in court, they picked on the ex-wife, who was a wife at the time. And when they couldn't work the angle against her, they went to another angle against her. And then when that was not when they tried to come at me, and they went back to that angle against her, and eventually they did get the kids. Currently, they don't have custody of them because I've been going through all the avenues to fight. So every time they win something in court, I just go through another procedure in court to keep it going, just so that they can adopt my kids. I understand that the lawyers say that they don't overturn. We've already been through that time. Overturn. Now we got to get them considered to go reconsider it again. And this is heartbreaking because when your lawyer calls you, now keep in mind that I already know. I know that the circumstances going on, what not have you, and what we're about to do. Yeah, I'm not gonna see my kids. I'm not gonna even get to raise my two sons, and it's not by choice. I didn't get a choice in this matter. I did the best I could, and I paid all the bills. I did everything I could do. And many of you that's been watching me for 10, 11, 12, 13 years, y'all understand everything I was going through with my ex because she had some health issues. And, no, she shouldn't have did me wrong like she did because that was wrong. But, because, it still hurts to this day. But I do understand, I'm not condoning it. I understand why she wanted out of the marriage. And the reason I say that, it dawned on me when one time she said to me, she said, I just don't see the point of a marriage if someone can take your kids. And the thing I have to say to the sisters and brothers, the Bible tells you that they're going to do that to us until all the curses are over. We get back on top, that won't happen to us no more. They're going to try every reason. They took my sister from my dad for a short time because he had lead paint. This is back when everybody was selling houses that they painted lead paint. But the youngest one, after he had all those babies, the youngest one, the last baby they had, that's when they tried to pull that on. My dad had to paint the whole inside the house to get rid of lead paint just to get my sister back. So they've been trying this since they got here, since they invaded, and still to this day. And I still have to go through the pain every time my lawyer calls me and say, well, that procedure, they ruled against it. We fought in court, for a couple of months. Let's try the next procedure. I understand that chances are slim, but do you want this. And of course, I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm not gonna just give my kid away. And I can understand the fight of making them work for your child. I wouldn't give my kid away either. I make them work milling too, for that's what I'm doing. But you have to look at this, right? As a man or a woman, it hurts not to have your son or daughter and your care. Take care. I have no control. She has no control of what happens to our son. I have no control of any medical thing that happens to our son. She has no control. And, you know, I was sitting in the field, just sitting there thinking about all the pain I was feeling. Because, you're sitting there, man, we dealt a lot of, some of us were strong, they deal with stuff on their own. They go someplace, they walk, they sit down, they're on their own, they get their tears out, whatever. So I was sitting there, going through it and going through it, and I says, I get it now. I get why she said what she said, and I get why she wanted out. Had nothing to do with her. It didn't have anything to do with me. She actually watches my show. So that tells me that, so you can love somebody, care about them, all the good stuff, and all that, yada, yada, yada. When the government interferes and take your kids, it messes everything up. And we as a people have to realize what they're doing. It's to split the family. It's to mess it up, and it's working. It works like a charm. But the thing is, it shouldn't. Even in the curse, we as people should be trying to work it out and stay together. As a people, regardless of the situation. And when you give up on your spouse because of what they've done to your family, it's not right, because your spouse is still in the fight. Your spouse still has hope. Your spouse still wants what you want, the family back together. But then you just give up on your spouse, and then you just give up on everything. Yeah, you may go to the season court, but you are giving up on everything, pretty much. And you're helping them wreck the family. You know. And I've seen a lot of sisters. I see men go through it behind these sisters. My sisters go through it too, because they have some health issues. And the government does target these sisters, and they target them to get rid of the kids, to either make the man leave or make her dish the man, so the man will leave. And that's not how it's supposed to go. It's designed to destroy our people as a nation. So with that said, I've totally, in case she does see it, I do forgive you. I understand why you did what you did. You didn't have to do what you did, because it wasn't right. But keep in mind, this is for the other people. Y'all need to really hold on to your wife or your husband that you have. No matter what they do to y'all. Remember, their goal is to split the man and woman apart. And usually at that point, a lot of bad things happen. I was fortunate that the Creator looked out for me and brought me a good woman after I got done wrong. And I'm so glad. I do appreciate that. But as a man, you have to realize how tough it is when you're going through all that stuff that is bad, which not the whole child situation, because that's basically the thing that is gonna affect you. And then you're in a marriage, and you have all these issues to deal with now. So, as a man, I do understand how your brothers feel, and I do have a good idea how the sisters feel when they do that. And there's no saying. My dad used to say two things. If a woman won't listen to you, get rid of her, because she'll cause you more headaches. And I understand that now. I really do, because if there's a lot of things that I said, and if somebody would have listened to what I said, a lot of things wouldn't have happened. So he was right on that. And the other thing, I'm sorry, y'all. I just lost train of thought thinking about all this stuff. Anyways, yeah, he said that. There's something else he said. I forgot exactly what he said, but it was on mine and it just went away just like that. But I got so much stuff in this damn brain of mine. that sometime that will happen. But anyhow, I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to tell y'all. Uh, do what's right. Hold on to your husband or your wife. Women, stop dissing your men to the point that the creator lets you mess it up and then he gives your husband to somebody else who's more deserving. Women, if the creator give you a husband, treat that man very good. Chances are, if you get a husband and you're in your late 30s, late 40s, um, that man got done wrong, and he was with somebody who didn't appreciate him at one point, and everything fell apart, and he didn't do anything wrong to deserve that, and the person who did wrong was wrong, so he allowed him to meet you. And men, same thing. Okay, you know, you have to realize marriage and for a couple to really break up, has to be some serious things going on. And unfortunately, a lot of times the government's involved fucking the family all the way up. And that's what I've seen with many families. I even seen people's sisters lose their kids because of government. So you just have to realize that the government's against us. They want you to split up. They want you to break up. They don't want you at all to be happy together. They want things messed up. It's an easy way for them to get your kids. And if you are going through this, fight for your kids nil and tooth. It doesn't matter, all right, if they ruled on the case already and they basically saying the messed up stuff, dude, every procedure you can go through to sit there and prolong it, do it, because that's what I'm doing. And the thing is this, it's holding up them adopting my kids and doing what they want to do with my kids, so they can't. And I'm hoping that holds it up long enough so when the creator allows things happen, so punishment is pushed on them, that then hopefully the creator will get my kids back, but they will not get my kids in their lawful custody at all, which is unlawful. Couldn't even try it. So I just want to get that off my chest, and I'm hoping if we can help some brothers, because I know there's a lot of teachers. There's a lot of teachers that have actually gone through this. I heard a couple teachers tell me their story, and it's the same old story. So I'm hoping this will encourage you, and I'm hoping you understand that. I'll say this: the whole time I've been going through this thing, and y'all know it, I've been holding on to the Creator. The Creator's really all I have. And I know that people say, like, when you get married, you're not alone. And I know I'm not alone. But in this walk, it's just me and the Creator. In this walk, the only one that understands me, gets me, and helps me to the full extent really is the Creator. So I have to thank the Creator for that. And I'm glad that the Creator is in me. And this body is mine. But, I will say it's been a rough road. It's been a rough road. And I'm so obviously glad to get out of society. Because I've had enough. But yeah, hopefully this helps somebody. Hold on to the Creator. That's the only thing to get you through. You will still be sad. You will still get depressing once in a while. All that stuff does happen. It's only a natural feeling because you care about your children, and it's messed up that you wouldn't have to go through that at all. So, I think I'm done for today with this part. I might do another lesson until I'm not really sure. You know how I do, y'all. I'll tell you I'm not going to do more lessons, and I'll have 5 more lessons. So, we'll see what happens. Because I'm not going to sit there and say I'm not going to do something to find out that I may do it. Peace and love. All praise the Creator, and to my wife that I'm married to now. I just want you to know I do appreciate you. Even if you may not see it sometime, I do. I just have a lot of issues going on. A a lot of issues based on things that happened that involve my children, and I'm trying to. Well, the creator's gonna want to get me over it, and I don't think this getting over it. The creator's gonna really get me feeling held from that. But you also have to look at this. I'm seriously waiting to get the full abilities because um, they have to pay. They have to pay. And the creator, if you are the one from four, the creator allows. It was part of what the creator said was going to happen anyway, but the creator allows it to happen. Not the creator doesn't want it. He doesn't want it to happen, but the creator does allow it because it's to anybody that angers you is going to feel your wrath. And when the creator gives you the abilities to push out your wrath and the fact that somebody had took away anything to your kids, period, will be a wrath that the world has never seen. And that's why the critic said nobody will ever see anything like it again. And the news will deny a lot of stuff that we're going to do. But I do have to say, for anyone that anything to do with the situation that I explained when it comes to my kids, which is where the Creator's children's, I sincerely mean it when I tell you I'm coming for you.